damn phone, you shitbag.
I already hit record.
I know, that's the reason.
Oh shit.
Get off your phone, it's time to talk.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Time to talk.
It's time to talk about, let's talk about Bruce's dating life right now.
Y'all don't want to hear anything about my dating
Well, I'm
life,
not
bro.
gonna talk about
Oh,
that.
no, do we want to talk about Ben's dating life instead?
No.
You mean his whole face?
His whole face? Oh yeah.
We are here in Milledgeville, Georgia. It's currently 6:05.
Wow.
1805 for those military members.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
military boys out here. How's it going, everyone? Smiles Bros here. I'm with the boys. Who's gonna go first?
White man. The white man gets
The white boy?
The white boy gets
White boy boot the truth.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
You got over here the other African American fellow, Khalid the Dream.
You just got the Hispanic over here, turnip speed and shit like that.
And it's our first time doing this whole podcast gig. Trying to start something new, something fresh. All right, first order of business. Your love life. Come on.
Yeah. Let's go.
Man. Look, I don't know when you press record, but I guess I'll bring it up again.
All right, just come in closer.
Nah, you already. Oh shit.
You're good. Yeah.
Okay, so I already brought it up before. I was like, my girl kind of being a little, you know what? Because she keeps telling me.
Won't she hear this though?
I don't know if she hear me or whatever, but
yeah.
but she always like, why don't you ask me to be your Valentine? Because that's what everyone else does. That's what I see on social media. Da 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 da. I'm like, I look down at my watch. I'm like, it ain't Valentine's Day yet, so you don't know what I'm capable of, you know what I'm saying?
Social media, oh.
Yeah.
She brought up social media on your ass, boy. She was like, why didn't you do this shit?
Social media expectations are the worst.
Oh yeah.
This is true.
This is the worst. I mean, at least you got someone to spend time with on this time of year. Us fuckers here, we're all just
I'm
single.
like me. I've been doing this thing for how many years now?
Working on
Damn.
it.
And we've been lonely all the time.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And you're leaving us too?
Yeah, right after this, I'm out, man.
Can't even. God, can't even hang out.
Can't even hang out with the boys.
Man.
Goddamn.
I thought it was broke. No.
Shit, we were planning on getting drunk. I'm like, if we actually got drunk though, I would have made all of you do push-ups with me, like straight up one-arm push-ups, all four of us, just like I did last.
That's the only time you can do one.
I think I did about 3 at most. Probably would have went for more if I got more drunk, but
I mean, at least you weren't like Rogers when he got drunk. He was screaming in the bar, "Who wants to have sex with me?" to every single person he could find in the bar. And I had to drag this man his ass out of the bar, right? And we got out of the bar. He looked at some random strangers like, "Keep the party going." And then we got further down the street, and he kept on yelling, "Who wants to have sex with me?" outside, really loudly. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
You just see one of them Golden State girls walk out.
Yeah.
this morning.
He really was. He said, "I'm horny. Who wants to have?"
I mean, hey man.
I mean,
You know how he feeling. You know how it's been
Bennett, you should know.
us people at GMC, it's just been a long time. It's real hard out here. It is extremely hard. People are just feeling some type of way. And you got other motherfuckers like Booth the Truth over here. Truth the Booth. Fucking got a girlfriend flaunting that shit. He literally just told us he's gonna go sleep with his girl tonight, so that's just great.
You see, I was gonna stay here with the boys tonight, but I thought about it. I was like, I'd rather sleep with her 3 nights instead of 2 nights. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever happened to bros before hoes? Not that she a hoe, but what happened to bros before hoes?
You see, that's the motto, right? But it's about the heart.
Fuck the heart.
It's about the heart.
Fuck the heart. It's about the bros, man. It's about the bros. Fuck the heart. It's all about the bros.
Now, real talk though. What y'all gonna do for Valentine's Day?
Man, same thing I've always been doing. Spend it alone. I mean, it's nothing special to me because it's just like any other day. Unlike you got a girl to go to, so of course you gotta spend that money,
Yeah, we're gonna be spending our money at the bars, cause
Well, actually, Valentine's Day is my pop's birthday.
For real?
He's a Valentine's Day baby, so
Oh.
I bought him a gift, and you know, until I have a bitch, or excuse me, a nice young lady.
Hey,
Until I have a nice young lady, I will be celebrating Valentine's Day by handing my father a gift, and that will be that.
But wait a second. If Christmas changes days every year, doesn't Valentine's Day change day every year?
It's always February 14th though.
But like, it'll be like a Tuesday next year. Or like, you know what I'm saying?
I believe it to be
It's a Monday.
It's a Monday or
It's gonna be
Sunday or
Monday.
Monday.
It's gonna be a Monday. Cause
This year it's a Monday.
This year's a Sunday.
Oh, Sunday.
Yeah, it's a Sunday.
Next year it'll be a
Next
Monday.
year will be Monday, yeah.
So is that still his birthday?
Yes.
Yes, that's how that works.
It's always gonna be
Your
February
birthday,
14th.
your birthday always
Interesting.
changes. Your birthday always changes days. Have you not
That's
noticed?
funny.
Well,
That
where
means,
have you been?
that means you're never truly getting older, bro.
Boy, what you doing?
Nah,
The
BS.
fuck? The fuck is this being done?
Honestly.
You on the drugs, son.
It's in my brain. Somewhere in there.
The medic brawler.
Hey, I probably forgot to say, you know, this is a explicit podcast. You know, we're not gonna hold back. Be all PG-13, not PG.
We're gonna be rated R.
Yeah, we're gonna be rated R.
Rated
We're
R.
gonna talk about some stuff. Talk about, you know, whatever topic that comes in our mind. Maybe,
How the girls at GMC are all hoes.
oh yeah, stuff like that. Pretty much anything about life, history. Maybe talk about video games since we all play Warzone. You know.
Ah, shit.
I'm the only really big Cold War guy over here, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I play Cold War every now and then, but it's not that big of a hype like they said on
For real.
Yeah.
Like, they made it too much. They hyped it up way too much. And then you play it, and it's just like,
It's just another COD.
It's just another
It
COD.
doesn't feel right compared to Modern Warfare. I like the feel of Modern Warfare way better.
Well,
I
you,
swear.
let's be real though.
What?
You started with Warzone in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
No, I started with Modern Warfare, the one that came
Which
out
one?
recently, the
And-
2019.
And that's the
The
thing, 'cause
2019 Modern Warfare,
You
that's
started
when
with
you started.
2019 Modern Warfare. Every other
I
Call of
started
Duty.
back in Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare days, like the
Yeah.
Cold, like
Oh,
World at War
boy.
shit. All right.
Oh man, like I don't know. I started back in Black Ops 2, but I promise you, the best one that's ever been made to me. What feels great to me is just Modern Warfare. It's just mechanics.
The original?
Yeah, they
No, the remake.
The remake.
I love the original. Don't get me wrong. I love that. That's probably one of my best Call of Duties out there. But the remake 2019, I'll give it to them because you know it's a lot more skill based
Yeah.
than you talking about some freaking drop shotting or freaking slide and canceling and all that.
Older game, better graphics.
Slide, canceling, drop shot, all
Yeah.
this.
Or the new mechanics where you can like, what is that stuff called?
Your aim actually has to be good.
You talking about slide canceling?
No, not sliding, like when you, oh yeah, mounting, yeah, when you mount your
Mhm.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It started like, you know, motherfucking, I mean, hey, it's tactical though, you know, realistic military stuff.
And yeah, people can say that you just have to be better for, you know, other games like Cold War, back in the old Call of Duty field, but like, motherfuckers be eating bullets. I'm sorry, but
Oh,
they
yeah.
be eating bullets
Hit
unrealistically.
for days.
Like I be tagging them and they just don't die.
It's the
But when they
adrenaline.
turn around, I just die.
Whole
I
lot
don't-
of adrenaline
I don't
just
get it.
pumping.
But Modern Warfare makes sense because when you tag somebody, they're gonna die.
Yeah.
Talking
So
about multiplayer?
I'm talking about multiplayer. I'm talking about Warzone. Warzone even makes more sense than old
Yeah,
COD.
because
It really
because
does.
it don't just take even though you get hit markers or whatever on other CODs, in Warzone they got armor, so it takes a little longer to kill them, but it's more realistic.
It really is.
You know, like if I shoot you in the shoulder, you ain't gonna die right away. You know what I'm saying?
Because it
Something like that.
has the freaking armor system,
Yeah.
of course, of every battle royale, of course. But like, I like the way that it only takes one mag to actually down somebody. You know, you get something like freaking Apex. Don't get me wrong, Apex is it's a fun game. Yeah, you have all your abilities and such. But for what it's geared towards, it's just not. I don't like how shallow the mags are. Mags be like 10 to 20 bullets itself. You're constantly reloading. You have to take into account that people could literally use their abilities to hop out of battle, shield up, and then come back. Then you gotta tag them with another 10 to 20 bullets that will only just break their shields. It's multiple games like that, and I don't like that style. It's fun, but Fortnite does that too.
God damn, I hate
Fortnite does that too.
I don't like that.
But Modern Warfare, I feel like they have it. Like it's just enough bullets for you to be able to get away, but it's also just enough to kill somebody
Kill somebody, yeah.
that's can't react. Yeah.
More realistic.
Yeah.
It gives you enough time to react, but it also gives the shooter enough time to kill you, and it makes sense. Other than all this freaking, you know, you get shot and then you're pretty much guaranteed to be able to get away.
Yeah, that's actually a movie.
Because if you surprise somebody, you shouldn't be able to get away from that at all. Like, if they run up on you, you didn't know, like, you should die, pretty much. Like, if you get shot in the back in Fortnite, they just, oh shit, let me just start building.
Build, turn around.
Apex, any of them.
Oh, okay.
You talk about Fortnite, they just instantly start building the Great Wall of China.
Yeah,
They instantly start building the Great Wall of China.
Like, if you, for Fortnite, if you look back to season 1 and look at this, I don't know what fucking season they're on now.
I don't know. They're like year 2, season fucking 8 or something.
Yeah.
Like, look at the two different, from back then and now, everyone's building skyscrapers in like 3 seconds. And I'm like,
Especially
yo.
those-
Back then, everybody was building like, you
One
know,
wall and getting
one
around it.
wall and
Yeah.
getting around. And
Shooting
now it's,
once and already a fucking tower.
Now-
You see, I ain't gonna
I
lie,
remember-
I played Fortnite in season 1. I enjoyed it at the beginning. It's like, to me, it's like Cold War. Like, Cold War was really hyped up, right? And they start playing it, and now people are starting to die down on playing it. To me, that's how Fortnite did it.
I never got
Yeah.
the hype of Fortnite, man.
I
Okay,
got
like,
it.
I had a lot of friends who did.
I
yeah.
rode that
feel
wave and I liked it, but what happened? I remember exactly how the whole building shit started happening.
What?
It was like, I can't remember what person or what streamer posted a YouTube video of them just literally spamming walls.
Probably.
They literally,
Ninja.
Ninja.
Yeah,
Ninja.
that's
Ninja.
all.
Okay, Ninja. That boy literally, all he did was change the setting in Fortnite. Just change the setting on his keyboard. And he's like, oh, yo, dude, watch me just spam this wall. Spammed it, and it worked. And he kept doing it. And then everybody saw the video, and they were like, oh, wow.
That's the
This
the
works.
meta. Yeah.
This works. He's killing people like this. Let me try this. And now everybody spams the wall. You can even go on freaking console. People mod their controllers and start spamming walls like that. I
Just
don't
to
even
put down
understand
walls.
how you do that on console.
Like, they're whole separate buttons to put different type of walls. And they do that shit in like
It's so
3
stupid.
seconds.
I think-
It must be
Mhm.
that
Mhm.
pro controller, whatever the hell.
And they literally practice. They practice on console to
Fucking
get their key
sweats.
bindings right. Like, literally, I know how you have to do it. I know how you set the controller. I know how it works. But you literally have to practice placing your wall so you don't misplace them. So the people that do that, they've been sitting there hours just practicing, just fucking clicking, turning around on your analog stick and clicking.
As a PC player, you know, I would just turn my sensitivity like, I don't fucking know, like 80 and just whip that whole like.
You got to.
Slide your shit halfway across the desk, keep all the way around 3 times. See, I know I'm a console player, but trust me, man, I'm gonna get into that PC life here in a minute.
Eventually.
Alright.
The PC life, I don't know. As long, not like an expensive computer like this man here. We spent like what, 15 grand on, not 15, 1,500 on this
Yeah,
shit.
man.
I'd rather wait a little bit, because you can build a
Yeah.
PC, which will do the same thing. It just takes a little bit longer, but at least you get to build that shit.
Well, you see, I mean, he knows my story. I have dreams, right? With my computer setup, it's gonna be when I actually have a house and I'm sitting down in my house.
Yeah.
And I'm all settled in. You know what I'm
That'll be
saying? Then I'll start building it.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm trying to get. If I'm still with my girl, you know, all hopes and dreams. That's what I'm thinking it's gonna be. You know, feel like she's the one. You know, but.
You know, I said about the same thing about my first girlfriend, you know? That shit fucked
See,
up.
I said that about my first too, and that went away. But
Yeah.
new girl, you know, good shit, you know. But you know, I don't know if y'all seen it, but like those like huge rooms, but like you can distinctly see half of it is the boys' side, half of it's the girls' side.
Nah,
Computer setup. That's what I'm
I
trying
feel
to
like
do,
you're
you know?
saying it all wrong. You think the majority of the house could be the girl's side, and then you just have this one room and be your
That's
room.
mine.
That just be your room. Everything else belongs to her.
Like,
That
I'm
one,
gonna get my man cave,
that
and she's gonna be
one-
like, nah,
No.
no, not at all.
Oh god. I gotta take a piss.
Nope, piss break.
Piss break. Yeah.
Okay.
I swear. This
Steve
man
knows,
loves
man.
to bust through. That's
All right, now that the
No, I'm
real,
just-
now that
I'm
the
just
real
determined.
Warzone players are still here.
I'm telling
playing.
you, man. I'm determined. I'm already determined. You know,
What?
females are just
oh.
not right now.
Yeah,
They're
not right now.
Not right now.
You gotta focus on
I need to
something
focus
else.
on me. I need to focus on my school. I need to focus on my grades. Make sure I get everything
Definitely.
right. My priority. Cause you know I can't be like first term when I was fucking tripping. Man, I was tripping first term.
Yeah, she
It was
got
awful.
you down.
She had me down bad, man. Couldn't even do work. sitting over there for the entire night,
You came back from
head lodged on the desk.
what was it like? You came
Can't
back
do it, man.
home from
Yeah, when I
It
came
was
back in
over the
October,
weekend?
at the end of over the
Yeah.
weekend, into October.
just
Yeah.
over here walking quietly with your head down. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with this man? You come up to me and be like, oh, this girl, she did me wrong.
We see, it's there's two sides to everything. Right, it's always.
Oh
look
nah,
at it.
man. There ain't two sides to nothing.
Females, they're straightforward. They're not straightforward.
Yeah, I was
They're
gonna say,
so
they're not
fucking-
straightforward.
They're
But-
confusing as hell.
In my head, how I process it, it's like, I'm not. You gotta have communication with the girl. You gotta have, you have to be right with each other and understand each other's priorities. And then like you start thinking of it that way, and you go more and more deeper into it. Y'all will have a successful relationship. But like after that one time, y'all both just like butt heads so hard, and like it's only been 3 months of y'all dating, y'all butt heads. You're like, oh shit, I don't think this is gonna be the right time. You know what I'm saying? And then you start thinking negatively. You gotta always be on top of your game and think positively.
But
That's
there's some
just how I do
people
it,
out there.
But yeah,
You gotta understand, there's some people out there, like, I actually got done dirty. I got done.
And we all had our
I got the short end of the
I've
stick.
been cheated on. This shit's been happening.
It's the second time. It's the second time I've been cheated on. I mean, like,
Yeah.
no, it's the second time. So, you pretty much ignore me for about a good 2-3 months anyway.
Oh, you got ignored.
Oh, he was ghosted. He was.
I didn't get ghosted, but
I
I
didn't
got
get ignored.
ignored.
Straight up.
do that.
I got ignored. I'll call, talk to her. Says, oh, yeah, no, I still got problems. I'm still thinking. I was just like, bullshit.
Thank you.
I kept telling her bullshit. I'm about to go over there. That's the weekend I told her. I was like, I'm about to go over there. We're gonna figure this out. Be straightforward to me. As I've always said, if you don't want to be together no more, say so. I don't mind as long as you're truthful to yourself and to me. Yeah, it's fine. You don't need to cheat. You don't need to get around. Don't need to do any of that. I always tell every female that, so that they don't feel pressured to, I still like him or something, or I don't really want to be with him, but he likes me. No. Like, just tell me. I've always told them straight up. Like, if you lose interest, that's okay. There's plenty fish in the sea. I'm one of those included. Like, if you want to leave, go ahead. I mean, we both got a long life to live. More people to meet. So I'm not mad if you want to leave or something, but just be truthful, and that's what I don't like. So she's truthful up to a point, to that point, and then it just all fell apart from there. So I went up to talk to her, and she's like, yeah, okay, well, I still want this. So I was just like, okay, well, let's try to make it work then. Get back here. Next to same thing going on. I'm like, all right, who is it? I asked her, who is it? That's probably back when I got beginning of winter break.
Yeah.
I said, who is it? I know who exactly. Before I asked that question, I knew it was. I just wanted her to say it. Wanted to see her say it. I obviously knew who it was. It can't be anybody but her best friend. Right? She got a male best friend. By the way, shut that shit down. Do not let her have a male best friend. That will not work. 100%. Shut that shit down. When your boy gone, he got somebody else to comfort her, right?
That's the Jody guy.
That's the joke. That's the running military joke. See, we all joined the military. I joined the military. I had a good life before the military. I joined. Jody over here, taking my girl, stealing my girl. Taking care of her. Hey man, taking care of her. I was like, okay. See, I just got done wrong, did dirty, but it's okay. Now bounce back, better than ever. I'm feeling good. Her life shit right now, and it's okay.
It's alright.
It's all right
You
for
got
me.
the boys here with you.
I got the boys. Keep
You
it
got the
moving.
boys.
Yeah.
But time to go get some hoes. I mean, hey. Oh, excuse me. Nice young ladies.
Explicit out here.
Yeah, we can be professional as well.
Oh yeah, we gotta be professional. Yeah, when we get to serious topics, of course.
What is the serious topic?
Serious topics. Let's say
Specific topics. I wouldn't say serious topics. I would just say specific topics.
Specific.
Yeah.
Like if we specifically sat down here just to talk about one
Oh.
huge topic,
Yeah.
then we'll get deep into it.
Then this is just freestyling.
Basically.
Alright.
Off the
Testing the
dome,
waters.
Off the dome.
Excuse me.
Alright, next topic.
Topic.
What's your favorite movie?
Favorite movie?
Oh.
Swiss Army Man.
What?
It's a weird movie, but I love it personally.
Fast and the Furious.
Fast and Furious.
All of them.
Ah,
Fast and
fuck
Furious?
Fast and Furious.
Yep.
That's the shitty.
Oh.
All of them. Look,
Shitty
Jump out the
franchise.
window.
that's
Hey,
where
jump out the window.
that's where we differ.
The franchise is just retarded. It goes from racing to bank robbing to fucking sailing the damn world.
It's a
Like,
fucking space.
just fucking space
That's-
now.
They're not in space.
They're in
Yeah,
space.
they are.
They're in space
the last
now.
one.
Bullshit. You
No,
know,
look it up.
They also talk
In the
about
trailer?
it. Well, not in the trailer, but they also talk about them going to space.
This is where we split the line because you said all of them.
I love all of that. I grew up
Okay.
watching this shit.
That's okay, but you know, I saw Tokyo Drift, and that was the movie. That was the movie. Next thing came out, garbage. Everything else, garbage. Tokyo Drift, love it. I love it. Tokyo Drift is the only one.
Was Tokyo Drift your first time seeing Fast and the Furious?
Hmm?
Was Tokyo Drift your
No.
first time seeing it?
No.
So you've seen the first and the second one before that one?
Yeah.
Okay. So there's people out there who literally just see Tokyo Drift. And I'm like, you don't know Fast and the Furious if that's the only one
You gotta see the first and the second,
Yeah.
and then
You
Tokyo
gotta-
Drift came out. I was like, oh.
Tokyo Drift, Tokyo Drift was dope, but like when my dad was around, he always told me, he was like I liked Tokyo. It was cool to watch, but at the same time, at that time before the seventh one came out, we didn't know that was a part of the story.
No, Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, it
Yes.
wasn't a part of the story. We didn't know
No, it's
until 7 came out. We're like, oh,
How,
now I get it.
how many movies are there?
There's 8.
There's. I thought it
They're
was
trying to. No, the ninth one hasn't come out yet. They're trying to go to
That's
10.
probably the space one.
Giant good.
It's not the fucking space one.
They're talking about space.
Well, his brother's in it, so like, and well, there was a part in the trailer where they were in this tube thing, and like he was getting held down by a bunch of guys. That might have been in space. I haven't really seen all that, but I just know like they were in this metal container thing, and like they were all locked up, and Dom was out there getting handled by like 20 men.
I don't think I know that one. Like the only thing I can really imagine, I think it was the 7th one. They were in the North Pole or something. There was a submarine.
No, that's the 8th one.
That's the 8th one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When his kid got kidnapped.
How do you go from street racer to a fucking
Finding a cyborg.
yeah?
Fucking
Okay,
saving the world.
okay, guys. Okay, guys. Listen to this. Listen to this. Now, I wasn't born when the movie first came out, right? My mom was in that time, right? When she first watched this, she explained to me really like this. You know how Avengers Endgame, right?
Yeah.
Where right when Tony Stark snapped his fingers, everyone's screaming, "No!" Same thing in the Fast and the Furious.
First one.
In the first one.
Oh, okay.
Where the black cars with the green neon lights all went underneath that freaking tractor trailer. Everybody in the building, this is back in the day, screaming like, that was the dopest shit ever, what the hell?
At that point.
Yeah, and that's what hyped it up. And then it's the story about family. It's Dom's code, his code of family, and everything else that goes with it, and where it starts off. That's what shoots it to now. Yes, it went from loudspeakers and racing fast cars to drug dealing and fighting people and saving the world. But there's a story to get there. They're all still family. And that's the whole thing about Fast and Furious. And that's what I love about it.
That is
That's the
true.
consistent part.
That shit worse than whole fucking every Liam Neeson movie combined, bro. I'm sorry, Fast and Furious. Like,
I really just feel-
I don't hate on people that like Fast and Furious. Like, I'll give it to you. I mean, they do have all the good special effects and all that, but you know, personally, I think that's just crazy. That shit's just crazy. I like the original movies, first, second.
The
And then
second one was my favorite.
I love the spinoff. I love the spinoff of
So
Tokyo
was
Drift.
Tokyo Drift the spin-off?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I love that shit. Everybody loved that shit.
At this point, I feel like they're just doing it just to do it and get more cash.
Well, I remember, I don't know if it was a Grammy award or whatever awards it was. After Paul Walker died, you know, Dom was sitting in there. This was like at 7 or something, or maybe 6. I forgot. He was like, something. I think we're ready to get to 10. You know?
10?
Mm-hmm. And then after Paul Walker died, I think they kind of had the urge to, dude, let's finish this. Get this to 10. They want to finish all the way up to 10. And that should be the last one. At least I think. But, like, also the directors and all the people there, like, they're in love with what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? This is their passion, creating movies, actors, all this stuff. This movie hit home to a lot of people and hit a lot of people's hearts in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's people don't like it, but a lot of people do like it. But in a way, it still teaches you something. You know what I'm saying?
Family.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But everyone has their opinions, you know.
Hey, did you two ever say your favorite movies?
Well, I didn't even got around to it.
Yeah, we're talking about fucking.
Yeah,
We're talking about
Fast
Fast
and
and
Furious.
Furious.
All three y'all hit up on me on Fast and
I
Furious.
mean, man. Personally, there's a lot of good movies out there. Personally, I hadn't even figured out what my favorite is yet.
There's so many out there.
Fucking
It's-
Terminator, Fast and the Furious,
Ah,
That's
fucking
good.
Indiana Jones,
Oh, Indiana Jones,
Fucking-
classic.
You go to Transformers,
I
man.
got-
Transformers.
Have you guys ever seen the Dollars trilogy before?
The Dollar Trilogy?
Yeah,
that?
Clint Eastwood. He did the good, the bad, the ugly.
I've seen Good Bad.
Fistful
Good
of
bag of
dollars for a few dollars more.
No.
I love that franchise. All three best Western movie ever.
You think so?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like
You can look up these
there
movies
is
on it,
Django.
like
You know what's a really
That
good movie?
was-
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour.
Oh, that's
Rush
Oh,
Hour.
okay, yeah.
Okay.
Rush Hour's
yeah,
good.
That's a good movie.
That's
That's
a good
really
comedy
good.
movie. Rush
Yeah,
Hour.
there you
Uh-huh.
I like me some comedies, man.
go.
Oh, Kung Fu Hustle too. That one's also good. You gotta
Kung Fu
watch that.
Panda.
Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah, Kung Fu Panda.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember watching that shit when I was
Yeah.
younger.
You didn't even finish watching Kung Fu Panda 3
Boy,
yet.
Avatar, that last Airbender was garbage.
Like
I don't know who decided they wanted to produce
it was
that.
like Night Shyamalan. You know the guy who did Unbreakable
Yes.
and Glass, Mr. Glass or something. No, Mr.
Oh
Glass
yeah,
was,
Glass and
the Split
the
personality.
Split guy,
yeah.
Split.
Mhm.
There's the name of the movie.
I mean, those
I-
movies are actually good.
How do you release that and then make Avatar?
That one was just ass.
The live
Especially
action
the
one?
Earthbender
Yeah,
scene.
that was-
Live action is
What?
horrible.
Avatar?
Yeah, the live
Then
action
again-
The
one.
live action one.
Oh yeah, that was just
Yeah.
so bad.
Then again, who am I to even
Then-
talk? Like, literally all live
Because,
action anime
Well,
movies
if
are
they
garbage.
kept
For real.
going with live action, I would have liked it ish. But like when they stopped at the moon thing, that was it. It didn't really
Oh, that was the
continue.
first book, but they did
Yeah.
say something about a live action TV
You know what?
show.
I wouldn't.
So-
What was
No,
really
man.
sad was like I don't know if you guys remember this, but in the movie they had like 4 or 5 Earthbenders
Oh,
trying to pick up
yep.
that one boulder.
That's the
It was 4 or 5 of them to pick up one boulder.
It was a little ass boulder. Any bodybuilder could have just picked up and
He
just
just
beat
threw
that.
it.
Boy,
But
tough.
but it took 4 of them to just like.
I was expecting some
That's crazy.
giant ass boulder.
Yeah,
Not some
'cause you-
little ass.
You know, you see in the anime, Toph just stomp her foot and just like send that shit flying. She just doom, doom, and just send that shit flying. It's like what
They butchered
Hey,
it.
that's
They
not
butchered
that's
it.
not part of the series. That's just.
That's just.
That was a fling.
Yeah.
That's just creature.
what a fluke.
They did
Shit,
they
what
did
a
Sonic
fluke,
too.
man.
Oh, Sonic was actually.
The
Sonic
live
actually
action was okay.
Yeah. I was
It was
surprised too, but it was actually.
No, I mean like at the beginning when they first came out with it.
Oh, his
and they had the
eyes.
creepy eyes
That
and
was
the teeth.
ugly.
The golden looking thing.
Yeah, and they gave him like actual human teeth and shit. It's like, what the fuck
Oh.
is this? Ain't no way I can see
Redo.
Redo that shit.
Yeah.
That was the best.
They got,
decision made.
they had to. We roasted the fuck out of them.
Everybody.
But it's a second one coming out.
Everybody said, ew, what the
There-
fuck
there
is
is a
that?
Yeah, second one's coming out 2022.
Nobody wants to see a humanoid
Wait, did,
Sonic.
did anybody see
His fingers too.
Did anybody see Detective Pikachu?
No.
Oh,
No, I've watched a lot of trailers, but I never.
Was
watched
it?
I heard it was good.
Was
That's
it good?
what I heard.
I don't
It's,
know.
I got it on Spotify.
I haven't watched it, but I heard it was alright.
Because there's like a live action one of like just Pokemon and shit. So I was like, I was wondering if it
Ryan
was good.
Reynolds was playing.
Wait, Ryan Reynolds
Pikachu.
was in that?
Yeah, he was the one who played Pikachu.
Ah,
Yeah.
dude. Ryan Reynolds, man. Love that man.
Deadpool. I love
Ah,
him as Deadpool.
Nah, dude, just him in general, love him. Oh no, another great movie. John Wick,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait for the next one to come
Me
out. Man.
too.
Holy shit, and he's sitting over here just like,
That
come on.
betrayal at the end blew me back.
Yes.
I did not see that coming.
I like how it just all started because somebody killed his dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
All because of his dang dog, man.
Mhm.
And his
Man, I would've
car.
done
And his
too.
fucking car.
It was a
bro.
special dog.
Oh, the car,
Yeah,
yeah.
That
it
man
was a special.
that man
it
with
was a
math.
special car too.
Honestly, I would kill anybody to get revenge for my dog. I would.
Especially my wife gave me that.
Yeah, exactly.
God,
My
yeah.
dead wife too.
That's
The
it.
dead wife.
Hey.
Man. The first time I seen John Wick 3, I was on a cruise. Actually, it was a pretty good experience that I don't want to talk about. But it was a good experience.
What were you doing? I'll tell you you were doing what you did 2 days ago. Staring.
He was getting
That's
down.
cafeteria.
He was getting down and dirty.
Like getting down and dirty in the fucking cruise. I see you.
Nah,
Yeah.
nah. I might have been on 23 cruises, but.
Cruises? God damn.
23 cruises, man.
I don't do water, man.
You hear that shit?
I don't do water.
You know?
You wanna know how many cruises I've been on?
Zero.
Zero.
Hey.
Where I'm
we
coming
can-
from?
We can save us some money.
Hey, man,
You
where
know
I'm
what
coming from,
saying?
them pockets was broke as hell, son.
We
Yeah.
can. I mean, it's gonna take me some time though. You know?
Nah.
The cheapest room is the second floor,
E4.
right above the sea level.
No, my parents said.
That's
what?
the cheapest one. That's where you go.
My parents said, if you ever want to go to a cruise, you got to pay for yourself. And this is when I was younger. I was
How
like,
much
the
do
fuck
you
is
And
that?
I won't sit right above sea level. I'm
Hell
sorry.
no.
You see, so I can talk a lot about cruise. I can say a lot of stories, you know, but
How much though?
A
so
lot.
I don't know the exact amount, but like it's usually like me, my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, her boyfriend, and her husband, and then like 3 friends. 8 of us go at a time, but we always get level 2 because those are the cheapest rooms individually.
But, you know, I would not do that. Because I'm afraid if something bad happens and that thing goes
Oh,
down,
yeah.
You get a
you
cool
won't be
window.
getting out.
Like the Titanic.
You get a
Exactly.
cool window
Yeah.
though. You can sit in your window and shit, like look
But
right
no,
out the
I
window.
rather, like, if that ship ever goes down, you're just the first one to be gone.
Man, I think when
You know,
everybody,
like,
I think everybody saw Titanic and they're like,
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah.
cruises.
well, cruise is there. It's like, no,
But
iceberg,
you
no.
You know how small Titanic is compared to the cruises nowadays?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Like it is insane.
But
bro.
still, just think about it. Something could come around and just fucking destroy that
Wow.
shit, and you go down with it. I'm like, nah.
Personally, my fear of going on a cruise is like leaning on the edge.
They're falling off.
Yeah.
Oh, you'd
no
be
one-
dead.
No one notices, and I just fall off.
They'll
No one
notice.
You wouldn't even drown, bro.
They'll notice.
They'll
You
notice.
sure?
Yeah, they do. So I actually went on a cruise that someone went overboard on accident. They were hanging off the back, and like you know how the back like has all those like it's the motor, right? The waves.
Yeah.
Ooh,
The
he jumped off
What?
on purpose, like with a board, trying like in a rope, trying to like do the the thing they do on small boats.
Oh yeah.
He was being dumb. As soon as he hit that water, boom, right under the water.
Oh, damn.
Everyone freaked out, and I'm over here at the top like,
Is he?
where's he at?
Yeah. Where'd he go?
I'm a little kid, you know. But he comes back up, and you hear on the thing, wee, wee, like the alarm and all that.
Overboard.
Oh.
Yeah, overboard.
What do they do?
I'm still
God.
not going though.
They,
I'm still not
they went
going.
out there and got him. They
No,
had the little boat.
no, like when they brought him back in, did they restrain him or some shit? Or like,
Oh, I don't
Probably.
Oh no, he
I
was,
just know they got a boat. When they boat, went and got him.
I don't know.
We
what
made
they-
they couldn't
goodness.
they couldn't straight go out there and get him though. They had to keep going.
yeah,
Yeah.
Then
of
get
course.
on a boat, small boat, then go
Yeah,
back and get him.
That makes sense.
So I don't know what they did with him then.
the
But
problem.
Honestly, I would have just left him on his track.
Charge them hella money.
Yeah.
Huh?
Charge them hella money
probably
for
for
real.
breaking the rules.
for breaking the rules.
That's
That's
a lot.
a
bro.
huge ass fine.
That's a
'cause-
fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or jail time when he gets back on land or some shit.
You know what else is a fine? But no one ever gets caught?
What?
Throwing the mini golf balls off the side.
Oh.
I literally I love mini golf. I can't play golf, but I can play mini golf.
I know. I actually play real golf. I suck ass. This guy let you know. I just suck ass.
I'm actually gonna go with Comer and actually start learning. He wants to go with me. But anyways, I play mini golf every single time. That's like the first play. I used to go on cruises, right? I go on the cruise, but like I don't know anybody, so I'm just a random ass white boy, you know. So I go to the golf place because that's usually where all the kids hang out.
You know how you
Yeah.
can say you're like the random ass white boy? Ain't the majority of the people that go on a cruise just white?
No,
Really?
actually no.
Really?
Real talk. Real talk. I go out there, bro. There's Hispanics everywhere, and there's people everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But like, anyway, so like I went up to the mini golf, and the kids always end up there because that's where you get your group, and then you start hanging out, and then all the kids on the cruise get together, right? But going back to the dang golf balls, dude. Me and this dude were just throwing golf balls off just because we thought it was fun. I don't know why. But then this police officer, or not the police officer, the cruise officer came up. well, not like the captain or whatever, more like a police officer on a cruise, right?
The deck officer?
No, that wouldn't be the name of him.
Mall cop, something like that.
Something like that.
cop.
Cruise
Cruise
cop.
cop.
Yeah,
There
you
you
can say
go.
that. Cruise cop.
That's Lawrence, who the hell that is.
he came out there. He's like, "What the hell y'all doing?" I'm like, "Nothing." And we throw the golf balls down. And this was actually one of my. So every time on a cruise, not every time, but a couple of times, I've actually been chased by the cops. So this was the first time I ever got chased, right? Me and this guy was throwing golf balls off, and he threw it off, and then the what the hell are you doing? Because he saw him throw it off. And we were like, oh shit. He said, nothing? He goes, hell, that's illegal, right? You can't really do that on here. That could be a big fine. We throw them bitches down, we take the fuck off, bro. And literally 5 minutes later, there's cops at every elevator. At every big stairway looking for us. But luckily, this was like 2 days in, so I kind of know what the cruise ship looks like. So I'm running around this bitch, like every time they turn away, I run by them. Act like it's a fucking, like, it's just on a cruise. We can't go anywhere, but like it's fun acting like, you know, a spy, quote unquote, getting away from them.
Yeah, kidding. Yeah.
But like, it wasn't like huge trouble, but it was fun. You know what I'm saying?
You're on international waters. You can't,
Yeah,
like they
you
can't
can't
really do
really-
anything.
Get in trouble, you'll just get like a slap on the wrist. Don't throw golf balls.
This
out
sounds
there,
like a
man.
scene from a Home Alone movie. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, we're living that Home Alone life.
Yeah,
But
it is really fun. But I got a lot of stories with that, dude. Like another one would be like a dude punched a girl, not a girl, a dude once, and then the girlfriend of that dude was like, oh my god, and then like called the parents, they called the cops, a bunch of stuff happened. We did the same exact thing, and then we this time we docked, and then we went on to not Miami, Bahamas. We got onto the island, and what we did on the cruise on the island.
On the island.
So we walked around the whole island, or wherever we could walk, and played around and got back on the cruise. You know,
how was Bahamas?
man, Bahamas
Sounds
is
like a lot
great.
of fun.
No matter how many times you go, you get a new experience. I've been there so many different times, but
I've always
it's
wanted
a
to
good
I've
experience.
always wanted to go.
23 cruises. So.
I've always wanted to go on a
man.
cruise.
I kind of know y'all probably want me to stop talking about cruising, but I have another
you
story.
No, you're good.
Oh, yeah.
I really have another story.
So here.
So on a cruise, right? We always go on Carnival. Okay, Carnival is the
Yeah.
quote unquote kid cruise,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And then you got Dream, which is the luxurious adult old people cruise.
Well, I want that. Gambling.
Gambling,
Drinking.
there's hot tubs everywhere.
Hot
on,
tub.
on a Carnival, there's slide, water slides. and
No,
stuff.
that sounds like fun. I
That-
wouldn't
it's a
mind
fun
doing
cruise. But anyways, we went to the Bahamas, right? And then, like I said, right, you always go to the golf area on the cruise, and then like you meet your friend group. So I got so lucky this time. I met it was a family of three, a female, a male, and a male, two brothers and a sister. And those three kind of just took me in. It was just them three and then me, right? We were four, like we kind of hung out the whole time. And I didn't really know them. We hung out a lot. I learned a little bit about them. But come to find out, they're rich.
Oh,
So we get on Bahamas. Usually, you can go to the beach for free. No big deal.
right.
So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to the beach. I'm gonna rent a little, those little paddle things, whatever. They invite me, go back in time a little bit. So on the beach, at the end of the beach, there's this huge beach house. It's there's pool inside of it. There's access to the beach. There's jet skis. There's boats. There's a bunch of stuff over there, but we can't get over there. But tell me why these three people invited me to go in there with them. So all I can say, my grandparents didn't know where I was this entire time. So when I get on cruises, I leave my parents. I'm like, goodbye. I'm young, but whatever. But they invite me in here for like 2 days in a row, bro. I'm just sitting here in this fat ass, rich ass mansion or beach house. I'm just chilling with a robe on. Got a hot tub here, drinking whatever, with a little umbrella in it. Just living my best life as a youngster,
Wow.
It's pretty damn cool. But on the same one, there's also, you got the regular beach and you got that house, right? There's this one other beach near here that is one of the top 10 beaches in the world because it's a peninsula. It's like there's a peninsula here and a peninsula here, and then the beach is like this. You got the beach and you got two mountain ranges here, and then one access in. I don't know how much this was, but they paid for me, and they got me into this place.
That's that rich people.
Yeah, but I went there,
No, you should.
and all I can say is a
Sure,
6 out of 10.
You should have asked the girl out.
Mhm.
Should have asked the girl out.
Yeah, that's the girl out.
Yeah.
And
Ask
really-
them for some money.
Nah, man, marry that person. Like, I'm about to get like,
Oh yeah, that's even better. Marry her.
marry her, then divorce her, get all her money.
Yeah.
Smart way to go.
That's how you play the game.
Had it been set up, I didn't, huh?
We wouldn't have to be
Wouldn't
here.
be here, wouldn't be doing nothing here, man. But that was just one cruise experience. But every cruise experience is a great experience.
That's interesting.
Seriously.
That's actually really cool.
Nah, I ain't even got no crazy fun stories like that at all.
Nah,
You
man.
Trust me, there's many more than I
Your
carry.
nickname's gonna be the story, man. You're gonna be all the sources that we need.
Hey,
You
I
got
can do
your
that. I can do
cruises.
that now.
Man, I just grew up in the damn countryside and shit. I just don't.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing there except fucking the child and shit.
I mean, yeah, true. I mean, but I've had everything I've needed and wanted, so you know I'm fine.
Content.
I mean, this
Well-
man was born in Africa. I don't know what the hell he went through,
I
but
was doing some stuff.
you heard you got
Well-
beat up.
The only reason I'm able to say all this is because I got the privilege, even though like my parents got divorced or whatever and all that, I lived with my grandparents my whole life. And they had, you know, grandparent money. So they wanted to go on cruises and they're like, hey, come with me. Okay, cool. So that's why I went on so many cruises.
Well, that makes sense, yeah, because by that time they're retired, they got all the time in
Yeah.
the world.
Now that I'm at college, they're like, fuck this, drinking wine every day, just chilling, don't give a fuck. You know?
You know, I
That's
can't.
a whole lot of
I
fun.
can't wait to get older and retire and just be able to do that.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you.
So I got this popping, man.
We've
Got that rating.
been talking for 41 minutes. I'm actually glad about that. I thought we were gonna be only talking for like 17 minutes because earlier it seemed like we didn't have any ideas, but
Oh, what the keep going? I mean, eventually you just keep talking.
You
You
find
just
some-
find something to talk about.
you know,
Like you find something, you just keep going from there and there and there. Like how you got beat up and for a sandal and you couldn't even get the sandal.
Bitch ass kids, man. I swear.
I haven't heard the story. Tell me.
Like
Tell
my
me.
uncle, he told me to go buy something from this merchant, which is like across the road. He gave me his sandals because I walked to his house, or rather, he lived with my grandparents on my mom's side, so he gave me his sandals because I walked barefoot. I like wearing walking barefoot. It makes me feel connected to the earth or something. Don't ask me why.
True.
No, I mean I do that too. Whenever.
Yeah, it just feels a whole lot
Feels
better
more-
than
yeah.
shoes.
When you can walk in gravel bare feet and not feel a thing.
Yeah.
It's a different
So-
feeling.
I'm walking to the merchant, you know, and these kids, these kids, you know, come at me with a whole lot of confidence talking about something. Hey, you're wearing my sandals. I'm like, no, you know, it's my uncle's sandals. So, you know, they tried to gang up on me if I ran away, but they were thinking I'm like, I don't know, 2 minutes ahead of me. I guess I wasn't using 100% of my brain at the time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You wasn't Deku
So,
over there.
I wasn't using it, so I got to the merchant, bought what I had to buy. I was coming back, and they were waiting for me. They were like, "Yeah, I got your ass now." So I tried to do the same thing I did. I tried to run away, but they caught my ass. But the one thing that pisses me off every time I think about it, it's like it was broad daylight, like not at night, not in the evening, but broad daylight. I'm over here getting robbed. Fucking the adults can see us far away, but they're like, "Oh, they're just kids, no, leave them alone." I'm like, "Help!"
They ran your shit in broad daylight.
So I got home to my uncle and I was crying. I was like, He was like, "What are you crying for?" I was like, "I was able to buy what you told me to buy, but those kids, they stole your sandals." He was like, "Oh, don't worry about it." But that was just it, man. It's just,
He literally
Bitch
just got
ass
robbed for a pair of sandals.
Sandals, bro.
That'll tell you something.
I swear. But hey, yeah, it's just bummy ass kids from back home. Yeah,
Ran your shit.
Yeah, they really did. Hey, Lawrence.
So yeah, we got a new member here, man.
Yeah,
So introduce yourself, bub.
Hey, come closer or something. I don't know. We'll grab their chair from the other side.
My name is Mikael Lawrence, and
Boy, stop talking that.
No,
We know your ass a
Nah.
lot.
sounds like Dan Reapers.
my name is Mikael Lawrence. You know, the funny one in the group.
This ain't no sex podcast.
Oh yeah, this is sick. Yeah,
Oh man.
we can take it back down to the smooth.
Let's just say he's the loudest one.
He said it's the smooth.
Boy, take your Trey Songz ass. We don't need that.
Man, you should have heard this man sing what was it, last weekend?
Yeah, in the little choir thing.
little choir.
They said that they sang the American anthem, and all you hear is Lawrence' deep ass voice.
Oh, Sergey, you
Boy, the freaking.
You cannot keep. That shit was hilarious.
I was bass, so it was supposed to be.
Nah, but the
You were
director was trash.
It wasn't.
She did that shit. She did that shit on purpose.
Hold on. I thought bass would be like more like the humming, like the.
No, it's
Like the big.
Well, my thing was like it was kind of hard. We didn't sing with the females, right? And for me, it sounded like the females were drowning me out. That's why I started that loud, because it was like I don't think I could hear it was the females. I couldn't hear my voice. And y'all was like, all that we heard was you.
Well,
loud.
well,
Because
I think
the
when
thing
you
is-
do the bass, you're supposed to be the background.
You may not hear yourself,
Bass.
but bass carries more. Like male voice carries more than females.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
bass will always carry over that.
And then
so
we just-
that's why we heard them, but we heard you guys over them.
Yeah. I couldn't even hear Sally, and he was with you.
Yeah, I didn't hear Sally.
Because Sally
Yeah.
wasn't singing. That's why it sounded like I was the only one singing. Sally was supposed
Yeah,
to be louder.
it literally did sound like you were the only one singing. They should have just gave you the mic.
They should have given him the mic.
Okay, let's back up a little bit first. Let me tell you how they even got this choir together.
Oh,
They
yeah.
literally told the whole corps here, just randomly, it was like, you all are gonna try out for the choir. Every single person in this thing. Well, it's not the choir, the glee club. Every single one of y'all is gonna try out for this. And they took us all, like, at 9 o'clock at night or whatever, after study hall formation. It was like, alright, y'all.
No, it was during study hall.
Right after study hall formation?
Right after study hall
Yeah,
formation.
so right after study hall formation, they got us in a line and brought us in this room, right? I'm gonna tell you my experience. I walked in that room, the first thing I told this lady, I was like, it smells like a dentist in here. And she goes, what? I'm like, don't worry about it, just, whatever, it just smells like a dentist. She goes, okay, and then she does her little tunes, and I'm like, I don't wanna be here, I don't wanna do this.
Oh, you said that to her for real?
I did, I'm like, I don't wanna do this. And Baker already sees my name, he just puts an X on it. Okay, he doesn't want to. But I have to continue, so like she sings, and I'm like, and in the same tone. I don't even try, but like it was funny.
Yeah, I know. And like these three got out like within what 10 minutes to 15
Not
minutes.
even.
It's like 5
Five.
minutes.
No.
It took me like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I went in there.
Because they started by the time we got
See,
there.
for
We were like,
me,
oh.
so for me, I went. They said okay, it starts at like 7, right? I showed up around 7:30 because I was like, oh, they might have gone halfway through it, biting to the T's, right? Nah, they were still in the fucking M's, and I was like, what the shit, man?
Dude.
I didn't get back until like fucking 9. It was just like
I was
sitting there.
I was
I was
asleep.
sitting there for like an hour just waiting, just like audition. I was like, I didn't do any work tonight. Fuck this.
They got his ass though.
I was
Oh, yeah.
asleep when they put that.
They got-
ball.
He told me. He told me. He was just like, she came out there. She said, "Who actually wants to be a part of this team?" And so everybody raised their hallway and he raised their hand and he fell into peer pressure. Man actually rose his hand. He didn't want to do it, but he rose his hand.
Well,
Next thing you know, he fucked around, got selected. He got selected.
Well, it was like I was the last at line, and I didn't expect to do it. And she came in there, and she was like, "Oh," I was like, "Okay, I can't go that high." So I said, "Oh," and she's like, "Oh, you have really good voice." I said, "Oh, fuck."
Like, ain't the key to sound exactly like
So
you?
when she keyed at a very high note first. My voice is deeper, so I can't go.
You can't do that.
Of course I
So you
can.
went deeper.
You had to match it.
Yes, I matched it with a lower
You had to match it with a lower tone.
And then she put me as bass, and she was like, "Yeah, you guys really can't. You can't get rid of you because there's only 3 of us,
Yeah.
and there's like
Only you
20
really
females,
got-
and they're all like tenors and like
I'm
it's in between. I don't know what it's called.
I'm still laughing about the fact that you said that
They're still over there, altos and sopranos.
Right.
she peer pressure a year to quit, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Gear?
bro.
Okay, bro. So we're in class, and just imagine like this kid. Just imagine like it's a World War II dude, World War II buff guy, right? He like knows everything about a Panther and Sherman tank. Long story short, he gets in the choir, and every time we are doing something correct, this woman looks at this man. I'm talking about we're off note. This woman will like fucking death stare at her, like laser beams tracking on this dude, like on his head, and Garrett was just like, like Like you know what? Everyone just kept on feeling like, Garrett, you got it, Garrett. Garrett said, nah, bro, I'm good. I walked out. 3 days later, I said, Garrett, you ain't coming to practice? He said, nah, man, fuck that shit. I'm tired of it.
Damn.
You can go to practice though, Lawrence. I said, what the fuck just happened? I go to my room, right?
What's that girl with the snake hair? Staring at us.
Medusa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, it is.
Turn that man to
She
stone.
really did, bro. He'd be in class. We be singing and shit like that, and he'd be quiet.
That man Garrett tongue
Start
started
shaking
freaking
and shit.
And she got him shook. God damn.
Yeah, boy, she's staring.
Fuck
Yeah,
shit
I walked in the
on
room. She's staring me the fuck down. I'm like, damn. Okay.
She with them death glare eyes.
She hit everybody with the glare, the death glare. I'm like, okay.
I remember she
yeah.
asked me to like copy her, like you know how Lawrence said, but I for some reason just couldn't do it. I just started busting out laughing.
Oh, this
That's
ain't it.
disrespectful.
I look
I
dead.
just like I can't do
You
it.
look dead at Baker. This ain't it, bro.
this ain't gonna.
I looked at Baker. I said no.
No.
As soon as I said no, he said
Straight line.
Straight
that's
line.
your name.
Straight line.
They knew nobody wanted to try out,
Yeah.
and then they made it mandatory. It's like, all right, fuck you, you're gonna do it.
That was all Baker though. That was all him.
It's because nobody tried last time.
No one would have wanted.
That's why they did it mandatory this year, and we happen to be stuck in the
Yeah,
year where they
apparently
did a whole
last year
bunch
was
of
not
BS.
mandatory.
No.
Yeah, no, because people actually tried out, but this year nobody wanted to try out.
And
So
plus
they-
Baker was like, I don't know if he was the captain or whatever, but he was one of the big
No,
guys
he was
on
captain.
there. He
It
was?
was.
That's probably why. 'Cause
Hey,
he was the
look,
captain. It's like, alright.
All I know
I'm
is
in charge of this core. You're
that we supposed to be going to New York soon, so
Soon.
Oh.
yeah, like next year.
Oh, you're big balling
like
now.
post
Okay.
COVID, yeah. So you know.
Okay, maybe next year.
They go, oh, your next year you gonna join just so you can go to New
He
York?
said post-COVID.
Sorry, y'all can't go to Iowa.
Before,
though.
It's
Nah.
C4, bro.
Nah, if I go, I mean,
If you don't-
if we go to New York, maybe.
You can't just go to New York.
It's gonna be cold as
You
fuck.
can't go.
I don't
Have you ever been to California?
No.
No? How beautiful you think New York is?
I think it's just a whole bunch of goddamn buildings.
It's really
And a whole bunch of
Beautiful
people.
at night, but the ground is ugly.
like New York is just dreary, like
Like
itself.
every
The place
picture,
is
every
not
picture you see of New York,
It's at night.
it's all at night, and it's always the nice, beautiful, tall buildings. But they don't show the homeless people on the road. They don't show the trash on the sidewalks. They don't show the minimum amount of fucking trees they have next to the buildings.
Oh nah, bro,
They
that's
don't
young.
show this shit.
They don't have no trees.
Exactly.
Like
They
literally,
have,
what
like,
happens is
one
I'm
tree
just.
at every corner.
I walked. I mean, I've been to New York. I had a family member took me over there. We went to Harlem, Brooklyn. We went all over Queens. We went Manhattan. We went
Sanjay.
everywhere. We went everywhere in a span of 4 days, and we ate, enjoyed our time around. We ate and we enjoyed our time around, right?
His lock screen.
My
is the
lock
picture I
screen.
took of him.
Oh,
Yeah.
The third trap.
That's what I said.
Thirst trap.
We-
boy.
We enjoyed our time, and New York is only pretty at night. As he said, it's only pretty at night. But I have to say, like, if you haven't seen a homeless person, you wouldn't know they were until they were actually sitting in the corner. Because a homeless person will actually be sitting there because there's like masses of people just walking. You know, people got to get places, even on the weekend.
Like
There's
you
masses
said.
of people walking. You're just walking,
yeah.
right? So they'll be walking right amongst you, right next side you, and you wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't know unless.
The homeless people?
No, you wouldn't know.
Oh.
Like, they always have jeans. They always have some sort of, not always, but most of them do. Most of them have jeans or a jacket.
So they're normal
Yeah,
people. They just
They're
don't
normal
have
people.
a home to go
Most of
to.
them will have jeans and a jacket
They got the Timbs.
and shoes.
Can't forget the Timbs.
They got all that stuff from somebody at some point. But you wouldn't notice until they go into a corner or something. But that's the thing about it. Like, you don't notice them unless you look for them. Because I was walking and, you know, my expectations, I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to be seeing these people, you know, me being a country bumpkin. I'm like, well, you know, I thought I'm supposed to be seeing these people everywhere. So, you know, New York's big. It has so many people here. And I was walking on the street and you just don't notice them unless you actually look for them. And usually they're around like construction sites to get shade and cover from the rain and stuff. So they're usually not even alleyways. They're always portrayed as being in alleyways. They're usually never in alleyways. They're usually on the side of the street, on a construction site. like an alteration of a building or something, they're under that. Because this is the best place to be for shelter, all that. But you don't notice until you actually look for it. And that's crazy. That's shocking because I literally went I went all around New York. I went all around all the main places.
Well, which one?
That's
like,
crazy.
The city?
City.
Oh, the city.
New York City.
Did you see any prostitutes?
Did I see any prostitutes?
Yeah.
Please. Of course I did. I mean, I went out there at night. Of course you did, but
You know,
I was with my family, so what
Right.
the fuck?
No,
Besides, I don't even want that.
No.
You know how many people in New York anyway?
bro, I'm not talking about you trying to have sex, but I just never seen a prostitute.
Never seen a prostitute?
Never seen a
They,
prostitute.
they look normal, bro.
I'm
They look normal.
pretty sure they look like normal people. I'm
Probably
like,
already walked by you.
They have the jeans. It depends. They have a jeans jacket.
Depends on how
Dude.
hard they trying that day.
A lot of them don't. Like in the shows and stuff, it's flaunted for
no reason.
not even no reason. That's just how it is in every show
No,
or
like,
movie
show-
and stuff. It's flaunted. Like they'll wear regular clothes. They got jeans, shoes, jacket. Damn.
Well, in shows they flaunt them because they want to make it actually
Make it funny.
funny, but also so people know that these are the prostitutes because they don't know that people around the world don't know that prostitutes are just
Like, this is what they do.
yeah, yeah. That's why they do that. So they just,
No, they do. I mean,
I
they
mean,
definitely
for like,
do.
if he thinks of a prostitute, he'll probably go think of the prostitute from like TV shows and series and stuff like that, from movies.
The mini skirt.
Yeah, and
Like,
stuff like that.
There's misconceptions about them. They're normal
Exactly.
people, and it's not just the
Made
U.S. It's other places. It's other places, UK,
Mhm.
Japan, China, Korea, the East and the West. They both have their fair shares. Prostitution goes throughout any other culture. About every culture, almost every culture,
Prostitution.
almost every corner of the world. One of the oldest businesses that's out there. Prostitution.
Makes money though.
It does make money. It's just like everybody has their fair share, but they're normal. They're normal people.
It's looked down upon.
Yeah.
They're normal people, and I understand why it's looked down upon because in society now we have a higher status of what we're supposed to be. You have an ideal. You're supposed to go to college. You're supposed to get that degree. You're supposed to be that businessman. You're supposed to do your time and be successful and retire. That's the whole dream.
Yeah, I know me.
Everybody's supposed to do that, but that's what makes a job like that seem pretty bad.
This man just took on this damn
You look like you have a sports bra on.
It really does.
You need to invest
What
in
the
another
fuck
beat.
wrong with shit?
What was
That shit is like way too much.
Just to put this in visuality, man. This guy just took off
V-neck?
his top shirt and has a V-neck white
That
t-shirt.
shit go to your sternum.
It's too small.
That shit go to your
What the
sternum.
fuck,
It's the middle of your-
man?
Maybe I want to show my man.
This is
cleavage.
not
Oh.
the standard.
What type of that ain't no V-neck.
That's man cleavage for you.
No, it's not.
That's too down low. But
Hey man, we talked about a lot of good topics today, man. I'm telling you. I mean, I don't know about that prostitute one, but
Yeah.
I've never seen a
I
prostitute.
wouldn't fuck with them, but they're regular people. You talk to them,
That's
have a
just a funny
conversation,
topic.
that chill.
Exactly.
You know,
You know, fuck.
it talked about my beautiful, amazing
I'm on a
love
higher-
life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on a fucking higher plane, you know.
oh,
I'm on a higher plane.
Says the guy who wants to knock up some woman, just take the child away.
Okay. They ain't a problem.
I'd rather him have the child than the woman have the child.
Oh yeah.
Oh man,
Yeah,
child ain't for me right now.
Yeah.
But hey, it's a nice freestyle. First time testing the waters.
I think it went great. I think it went great.
Shallow or deep it is. Hope you all enjoy this. You want to see more of it. Just
See
come
more of it?
around.
You mean hear more of it?
Damn.
Well, no, see more. It's like,
I mean, what are they gonna
no,
see?
no, it's gonna be on.
Yeah, we're
it's on
eventually
YouTube.
gonna go to.
All right,
Yeah.
let's cut the
Alright.
shit. We're newbies.
Yeah,
But we will, if
We're aspiring.
if the community
There you
says
go.
so, we will excel.
We will.
And get
We'll
better.
do more. Yeah. you
We'll
can
talk
hear
about that
us.
shit while we're playing games, if anything.
We're
Yeah.
Oh yeah, show you some games.
Get some polls going. Get some arguments going.
There's
You know
not
what I'm
many
saying?
military podcasts out there.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Talk
Life-
about our
We're gonna
life.
talk about life of the military, man. We're regular people, guys.
Life of
We're
the
not
military.
all. Oh, I want to go ranger. I want to shoot some shit.
Hey,
blow
I
up some
feel like
stuff.
That's me, man. Come
I
on.
want to
Hey,
go blow the
look,
fuck out of
We'll
things.
save all that for the next podcast.
Yeah.
We'll talk about what we're doing here, what our majors are, stuff like that. If y'all want to know, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, we'll find out.
Life of the military man. Next podcast. We'll see y'all there.
Hell yeah.
The boys are out.
See ya.
It's been good talking to you all. See you next time.
Deuces. Woo!